Out of the Box Podcast. Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're about to watch Out of the Box Podcast. Watch at your own risk. Aliens, the paranormal, religion, politics, conspiracy theories, disclaimer, not responsible for minds blown beyond repair. Out of the Box. Presented by Jim Andre and co-host Bradley Powers. The show begins now. Here we are, Out of the Box Podcast with my merit host there, Bradley Powers. And where's our guest, Bradley?
He's in another call at the moment. Sorry,
he's where?
In another call.
He's in another call. Okay.
Cassidae Lightwing, yes, will be joining us very shortly. We hope. Okay.
I seem to get the idea that on a previous message you sent me earlier today that you seem to think that I think that I know it all. I never said that I knew it all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I never claimed to know it all. No man knows it all because no man can predict what the ultimate future is going to be.
Exactly, I agree with you, Jim. Totally.
All we can do is give our opinions, right?
And also, there are many truths. It's not impossible for one man to discover a truth, but there is more than one truth, and the truth is for each individual.
Well, you know, in your opinion, where is humanity going to end up, in your opinion?
At the moment, I don't like to agree with you, Jim, but you reflect a gloomful future for humanity, and I have to say.
Well, yeah, but there's a reason for that, though. If you look around you, you can see the gloom. Okay, you can see it getting worse every day. Okay, never any better. So I mean, that should give you some kind of clue.
Yeah.
As to where this is headed.
I struggle to believe that mankind has been put here on Earth for us to perish and to become.
Let me ask you this question: what do you know within nature that lasts forever? And if you can't verify anything else that lasts forever, other than ultimately the energy itself, what makes you think man should be any different? In all reality, why would you consider man to be any different?
No,
is not man just as much a part of nature as all other nature around him?
Yeah, exactly, Jim. Yeah, exactly.
So nothing in nature. See, you don't want to go with the facts. See, but that's a fact that can't be argued. We already know that there's nothing in nature that we know of that lasts forever. So what makes you think man should be special and that he should last forever?
I like to think that we will evolve rather than become extinct.
Well, we're our own worst enemy. We will destroy ourselves before we evolve.
Yeah. I don't look like Cassidae's going to be joining us. He's got a bad gut.
He's not going to join us?
No. Never mind. So it's just me and you. Well, that's a first, isn't it? Me and you haven't been on our own for a while. We do have some guests here. Only the StreamYard is not revealing their true identities. Thank you for joining us. God, I put a post out. What music does God enjoy? And I got 50 comments. I would have said the correct answer would be a choir of angels.
We have a Facebook user here saying we grow old and die. We don't last long, and that's true. We could live to be 100, and all you ever have within that existence is the minute, the moment, the here and now, like we have right now. and you can live to be 100. And when that time comes, it's going to seem like it all went by in a flash.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to go. Look, God was
Facebook user is saying Donnie wrote that, so I'm assuming that might be Donnie Lothridge.
Oh, yeah. Hi there, Donnie. Thank you for joining us. Pleasure to have you near us. I've got a new phone here, so now when I listen to you, you can ring me instantly and I won't get feedback. That's good news.
Yeah, well, doesn't do me any good if you don't answer when I call you.
Yeah.
You get my drift.
Yeah, I've been out and I've even bought a light for my kitchen. I haven't had a light for my kitchen for a few weeks, a tube light. I went to ask for a tube light and they said, what size? And I said, what size? I don't know, do I? I just want a tube light. And they said, well, there's many different sizes. And what is it? And I was like, oh my God. So I had to take the whole tube.
The Facebook user is Donnie Randall, not Donnie Lothridge.
Oh, Donnie Randall, hi there.
And we have another Facebook user here. It's David Nash. Hi, David. And Lisa Ao is here as well. But I don't know why no identities are coming up. It's all labeled Facebook user.
No, I don't know why. Yeah, it's unusual, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm in the process of sharing the show anyway.
So where humanity is heading today is only one of two things. The eventual elimination of 95% of the world population as what their agenda is, or total annihilation. It can only be two ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a struggle to believe we will put it out to become extinct in the future, you know?
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, as individuals, it's like saying, well, why is that the same way on a singularity scale? Why is it I can't be Jim Andre forever and you can't be Bradley Powers forever?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in life after death, Jim. I think our consciousness carries on.
That's fine. That's fine. You can believe in that all you want. But if the human species becomes extinct, which wouldn't be the first species to ever become extinct within nature itself, you'll never be able to come back as a human because they're extinct.
Yeah, some of us don't wish to return. Don't wish to experience reincarnation.
So then nothing matters. Then it doesn't matter. So if you can say that we can cross the other side, right?
Yeah.
And then come back as anything we want. Who cares? What are we worried about? What are you worried about to begin with?
Yeah, I'm not exactly, and that's why whatever happens. It is what it is.
That's right. Is what it is. And there is no one man that can change that.
No, it is what it is. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, that happens every day on an individual scale. Here today, gone tomorrow. Nothing lasts forever.
No, nothing lasts forever, Jim. That's right. Oh, what happens there? I swear, blind unmuted this.
Is it that season already?
God, where did that come from?
I know. Time flies, but I didn't think it flew that quick.
Yeah. Was that a Christmas tune? Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Facebook user says, I don't want to come back as a human. I want to evolve into something higher.
Yeah.
We have our own destinies, which I agree with. Yeah, another Facebook user is asking, Christmas already? I don't know. You'd have to ask Bradley that.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the date today? It's Friday the 12th of May. Yeah. Yeah, Christmas. Well, summer is here. What do you think about that? So what are you doing this summer, Jim?
Same thing
Out
I
in the
do.
yard.
Nothing special, I guess.
Out in the yard.
One day at a time.
You got a lovely yard as well. How much of the land have you got, Jim?
See, another Facebook user here is saying, I agree. I don't wish to be another human. See, and every time I tell Bradley that I have a hard time admitting to myself that I'm a part of the human species, he has a problem with that.
Yeah. I understand your feelings, although you shouldn't be ashamed.
Well, I'm not ashamed because I know what my intentions are, who I am, and what path I take. But I mean, we're failing as a species, and there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. But you can't blame us as the we
Oh,
because
I've always said the power lies with the majority, and that you're talking about 800 million versus 7.2 billion. So if the 7.2 billion just choose not to unite collectively and just be passive about this whole deal and just turn their head the other way or live in their own little bubbles and not worry about it, they're just as bad as the 1%.
yeah,
We're all in this together.
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I like to think that me and you have tried to make an impact on society in our own way, even if it be minor.
Well, we have one identity here, Jenny Zydek. Hi, Jenny. Thanks for being here.
Oh, hi, Jenny. Johnny Zydek is in the house. Thank you for joining us.
Donnie says the path he takes is what nature has in store. Exactly, because you can't control the wishes of fate and destiny.
No, that's right. And like, yeah, you can create your own destiny to a degree.
So the ultimate question is this: if the 1% are successful with their agenda, right? Oh, wait a minute, I got my mic. The dog's barking.
Sure. Cabrambo's joining in. Bear with us, everybody, whilst Jim contains the dog. Yes, and that's Rambo is in the house.
Anyway, like I was saying, if the 1% is successful in their agenda of eliminating 95% of the world population, at that point in time, right, once they've succeeded, would that be a good thing or a bad thing? At that point, the world would be rid of 95% of the world population, but it would be more like a utopia. It would be more peaceful. because
Yeah, I know.
the only thing that be left is the 1% itself, and the 1% itself will be in harmony with itself. So that would be like a world utopia. It would be like the birth of a new world out of the rubble of the old. Unfortunately, at the expense of 95% of the others. But if it ultimately ended up that way, in your opinion, would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, that's quite. That's a very good question, Stephen. I mean, Jim. Yeah, well, it will be a utopia, which it will be. But who are they to play God to like the rest of the world?
Well, there
Isn't
is no
that a
God.
problem
You
for
know
Bonaparte?
that's you see that's where the brainwashing. There is no God. There's only man in control of his own destiny. That's the problem. See. So where would the God be that you speak of to save the 95%?
There would be no God to save the 95%.
All right. So where does God play a role then?
Well, does God exist in this realm, or is this Lucifer's realm?
God definitely
There's a
exists.
lot of ifs.
God definitely exists within the mind of men. But God is not female, neither male nor female, nor does God have a name. But the 1,000 names that man puts upon him.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
We have a Facebook user here saying depends on your definition of God. Not only does it depend on the definition, but there's also the question, out of thousands of different concepts of gods and thousands of gods, will the real God please stand up?
Yeah. Will the real God please stand up? And has he stood up? Well, that's debatable, isn't it? No one's actually seen him in physical form.
Jenny Zidek says God is inside each of us and still exists in any and all of our bodies, experience all the different lives at once. Well, that can be summed up in one word: nature. Okay, and what that is within us is the energy that moves us. Okay, and it's the same energy that moves all other species. Okay, the only way the concept of a good and evil, right or wrong, or God or demon exists is within the human psyche, nowhere else in nature but here. So the question is it just something we just conceive? Is it live or is it Memorex?
Yeah. Yeah, God is an energy, not a man in the sky.
Right. God has no name, has no gender. It's just an energy. This is the Holy Trinity, the source, the energy that moves you, your consciousness for the awareness, and your biological body. That's the three elements you need, the three combinations for you to experience your journey. And it's not a forever journey. One way or another, it's going to end. We're all born without guarantees and unknown expiration dates.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well.
So Jenny Zidek says is energy. Yes, of course it's energy. What we do with our experience while we're here is up to us. I mean, that energy is not responsible for what we do. We have to start assuming responsibility for our own actions.
Yeah. Yeah, we are responsible for our own actions to a degree. All that will
So
be
in other words, if man self-annihilates or becomes extinct, it won't be anybody's fault but his own. And right now, the state that the world is in and the direction it's heading, we're failing as a species. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. It's not looking good. The future is looking grim.
I love to sit here and sugarcoat it and make everybody feel good, but that's not how I see it.
Yeah. No.
Jenny Zydek says, but goes extinct in what dimension? Which dimension? Because in another we will still exist. All realities exist at the same time. Nothing is linear. So then obviously, so why we were so worried about this one particular journey we're on? Why worry about anything then? Who cares? Why even discuss it?
Yeah, because never say never. Never say die. Because like there could be surprises are laying in wait for us in this future. Yeah. Changes in store for us.
You know, perhaps there's another dimension where you can put your hand over an open flame and not get burnt. But what we got to concentrate on is the dimension we're in and what the facts are. The facts is if you put your hand over an open flame, you're going to get burnt. So you're going to know better to not do that. We're in another dimension, you might be able to get away with it. But we're in this dimension. It's this dimension that we have to deal with. So you can say there's another 1,000 dimensions out there. And we're aware right now of this journey we're on. So this is the dimension and journey we're on. This is where the problem lies. This is where the problem has to be nipped at the bud. Okay? There could be 100 million gods. There could be 100 million dimensions. What we're concentrating on now and experiencing is this one journey in this particular dimension. That's where all the problems are. See? Now you can talk about other dimensions, other lives existing simultaneously at the same time. We don't know that for sure. But what we do know is what we're experiencing right here and right now. So that's what we should concentrate on, not what happened 10,000 years ago, what's going to happen when we leave here, but where the problem actually lies right before us. Because when you start going in other directions, that's nothing more but a distraction from the real problem, which is the here and now.
I've shared the show to 31 groups, so that's pretty good. And guys, so we got some correspondence coming from the forums. Jenny Zydek says words and thoughts become reality, and we create our reality to a point. Like, do you hear a tree fall in the forest if you're not there? Is a coin heads or tails if we aren't looking at it? There are so many possibilities in our experience. Thank you for sharing that, Jenny Zydek.
Well, if we ever flip a coin, Jenny, this is how it's going to work. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose.
Yeah. And Facebook used to say, could be a loop, could be one and done, could be a spot on the back of God's hand. Aye.
No, I asked Bradley this question one day. I said, Bradley, if you could just wave your hand and stop all the pain and suffering, would you? And what was your reply, Bradley? Without hesitation.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, okay. That's
all right. So my question would be, if all these people believe in this good and loving God, why does he need to do that? I mean, does he just, Why does he just turn his head and all this pain and suffering just keeps going on and on and on? Right? Now, divinity, right?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of the word divine? That means without sin. Okay.
Yeah.
So God himself is not without sin. He killed millions by flood. And if you do not do as he says, you'll be condemned to eternal damnation, right?
Yeah.
So that could be scarier than Satan himself.
Yeah.
See, but the problem is that's the biggest brainwashing there is with religion. There is no separation. Okay. God and Lucifer are one. All right. We're made in God's image. If God can kill and not kill, we do the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is no separation. Jesus Christ is known as the morning star, and so is Lucifer. They are one. There is no separation. There is an energy that moves us that has opposite polarities that we view and conceive as positive and negative, good and evil, right or wrong. But that's in one singularity, you, the individual. That energy is in you with both of them polarities. And that's how you conceive it, through your consciousness, your awareness. So therefore, there will always be that inner struggle pulling you one way or the other. And you say there's chaos amongst men, which there is. There's no doubt about that. That's a fact. But there's also natural chaos amongst nature itself. Okay, you have a beautiful day one day, then you have thunderstorms, floods, natural disasters. If a tsunami wipes out 250,000 people all at one time, do you think the universe or nature feels guilty in any way?
No.
It's a natural occurrence. And man is just as natural as everything else around him. So to think that there's an unnaturalness in the form of a god is just fooling himself. It's nothing but a brainwashing.
Yeah. Is the Bible a book of parables? Is that the right word? Parables?
Well, it's like what's his name? Oh boy, Nostradamus. Parables, yeah, parables.
Yeah.
Well, Nostradamus, he spoke in quatrains, same thing. You know, it's sayings that can be interpreted in many different ways by many different people.
Facebook user says, not all pain should be eradicated, though. Pain lets you know when you're injured. Would be bad to take any single feeling or emotion away. Hi there, Christopher Gibbons. Thank you for joining us. Jenny Didek says, I feel for one like we are just cells in a big body of God's source. The many universes and worlds. When we die, it's just our souls being called so to good in another part of the universal body. Like a white blood cell in our body, we are tiny but powerful in our thoughts to heal the whole source. Thank you for sharing that, Jenny. That's a good philosophy. Facebook user says, no, but Jesus spoke in parables. Katrina someone says, yeah, you're both together. That's right, we certainly are. Jenny Zidek says, and when a large amount of people die in a mass sense, it's because they are all necessarily being called to another place in the source as a collective group. A Facebook user says, Nostradamus wrote in quatrains, yes.
Yeah, quatrains, yep. Same as parables.
And Facebook user says, the Bible is heavy. I'm an illusion on metaphorics. Hi there, David Wilkes. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, David. So what happened with Cassidae, Bradley?
His guts playing up.
He what?
His guts are playing him up.
Oh.
Well, we've managed to survive through 30 minutes of the show. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot to say normally. The Rambo's got a lot to say.
Yeah. Life is a journey to be experienced, not a problem to be solved. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, Facebook user says Cass had got serious gut issues forever. Yes, he has. It's unpredictable whether he can appear on a show or not. Yeah. Thank you for your contributions in the forum. They are welcome. Yeah, so is there a God? That's debatable. Some say yes, some say no.
We are all gods, we are all gods in our own right, We're part of nature, see. We have the power to create, right? We come up with an idea. We use our imaginations, come up with an idea that come into fruition with inventions and technology. That's creation.
Yeah.
Right? And we're not gods. We're just part of nature, see. Nature needs not a creator, for nature has a way of creating, producing, sustaining. It has a way of creating, producing, reproducing, sustaining, destroying, and rejuvenating itself.
Yeah.
It's just a natural phenomenon.
Here's a question for us. Jenny Zydek says, how do you feel about the law of attraction? Or as the kids on TikTok call it, lucky girl syndrome. The law of attraction. Yeah, I believe that exists. You can be attracted. That's how you find your soulmate, through the law of attraction. David Wilkes says, are you guys on YouTube as well? Yeah, we are.
Yes,
Jim
we
Andre
are.
is.
Yeah, we're streaming live on YouTube right now on the Alien Connection Truth Network.
Yeah, Jim saves all the shows onto YouTube. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah.
And his IDEX says, I practice it a lot, and the more I thought into, the more I see it happening for me daily in real time.
Yeah, that's right. The law of attraction is there. Same as the synchronicity of time. You meet people for a reason.
Well, there's two songs that got no true words in them. And one is row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And the other is que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be.
Absolutely. Yeah. There are some other songs like Love is the Message and the Message is Love, Al Green.
Yeah, well, you can't have love without hate. You wouldn't be able to differentiate between the two if you didn't know both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
How would you feel the thrill of victory if you never experienced the agony of defeat?
Yeah, I'm proud to say I'm not a hater, and that's very good. To dislike is a feeling, to hate is an energy. Jenny's Idex is like the 1%. The more we think on it and fear, the more we attract them to take over. And the fear puts a lot of energy into bad things coming into your life. Thank you very much. Facebook user says Bradley Adam Powers is your spot on TV. Still coming. Yes, absolutely. My philosophy is bang on, to be honest. And that's what we can do is philosophize. Nostradamus was famous for his philosophies. Your dog's very active today, isn't she?
I wish I had a quarter of the energy that dog has.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I gotta start doing, try to figure out a way to tap into the dog's energy.
Yeah.
He'll go out there and run around all day, and it's hot in Florida. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hot in Florida. Is it summertime there, Jim?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, summertime here now. Yeah, it's hot here. My flat is like an oven.
Oh yeah.
I never have the heating on ever.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So keep those questions coming, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you near us. And Facebook user says summer officially begins June the 21st. That's right. Yeah, so it does. Although it feels like summer here in the UK already. Jenny's Idex says, I think as a collective, we need to centre our thinking on positivity instead of fear. During COVID, fear filled us. The threat of war filled us with fear and so on. We need to manifest fun and goodness, be kind and giving, to bring that energy into the world. Some of us are sent to Earth, including star children, to bring that energy into the reality. That is their only purpose. That's right. I agree with you, Jenny. A Facebook user says, keep talking, Bradley. No radio silence.
And we have David Klingerman watching from West Virginia. Donald Klingerman. I'm sorry. How you doing, Donald? Facebook user says it's a cool 62 where I'm at in Montana. David Wilkes is asking, can you send me a link to your YouTube channel? Sure, we can do that. Oh, Bradley must have lost his connection. And my computer looks like it's freezing up. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to get that link to put in the chat box. Sorry, my computer's moving a little slow there. Out of the Box Podcast. Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're about to watch Out of the Box Podcast. Watch at your own risk.